interwoven and they affect each other. So I know some of you are still writing, but when I say that something is like interwoven, what do you think that means?
Like connected to each other, help each other?
Absolutely, connected to each other, help each other. Yes, you guys are brilliant. I love it. Yes. Okay, so they don't sort of operate in isolation. It's not like, oh, just this political factor influences this one section of culture. This economic factor influences one section of culture, etc., etc. They all sort of feed into each other. For example, given what you guys were saying to me earlier, the economic factor of GDP plays into the social factor of a low literacy rate, which plays into the cultural factor of these civil rights violations against women. So they all filter into each other. So that's brilliant what you all just said. And the last one that sort of summarizes everything is this last bolded point down here. These factors affect the structures that dictate the potential of women in the Middle East. I hear all the little squeaks of your little pencils. I like it. So this last bullet, this last key point, I think it relates back to what Malala's father said on the TED Talk video, where it dictates the potential of women. In the same way he said that he didn't cut her wings, there are a lot of factors that affect women's wings being cut, and therefore indicating their overall potential. So this last key point, I think, really connects with what Malala's father was saying. All right, so we've done a lot of I've done a lot of talking at you. We've seen some pictures, but I'm sure there's a lot of stuff happening in your head right now. So now I want to give you guys a chance to sort of reflect and think about it and potentially connect this to other things that you've seen, either in class or potentially in your own life. We have some reflection questions up here. Can you see all of them? Yes. Okay. So we have 5 reflection questions. And some of what we're going to be talking about today, it seems very far away, right? Africa is very, very far away from the Rio Grande Valley where we all live and work and our students and teach and all of that good stuff. However, there might be points of this that we can make connections to our own lives, or that we can connect to some of the women that we're going to read about. Even if it's not in as dramatic of a way, I think those connections are still there, because there are certain sufferings that all humans go through, no matter where you live. So there are 5 reflection questions up here. They're personal, so I don't want to force you all to answer all 5 of them, but choose 3 that you feel you are comfortable answering. And you'll have the next 5 minutes to respond to them in your notebook. So again, how many total questions are there? 5. And how many do you have to answer?
3.
Perfect. So you can choose any 3 and take 5 minutes right now to go ahead and answer